Are proxy precons worth it? I have tons of proxy precons, and this is something that people don't realize. I do my best to keep Magic fun and affordable and cheap. I play kitchen table Magic. I'm very pro proxy. But when it comes to proxy precons and a lot of the proxy precons out there that you can buy, I wanted to share with you my opinion on them because ultimately they do still cost money, and keeping it fun and affordable, I think, is key when it comes to Magic the Gathering. I love Magic, but I also love keeping it affordable and fun. Because let's face it, a lot of us are probably in our 40s and we have other responsibilities in life. My daughter's education at BSU is more important than Magic is right now. So I do buy proxy precons even. But there is big mistakes I think people make with these. I'd love to know your experience on proxies and your thoughts. Comment down below. If you're new to the channel, my name is Eric. I'm a sober dude. I'm recovering from cocaine and alcoholic. Those were my drugs of choice, 72517. I do cardboard crack now. One of the things, though, is that I like to keep it affordable. So what I've done here is I brought out some precons, and the biggest mistake I think people buy when they buy just precons, especially when they're proxies, is this. And again, if you're not into proxies and you don't like this type of content, you don't have to follow me, and that's fine. There are tons of different proxies out there. You have proxies like this that are just cute, fun little proxies. This proxy deck right here is actually a sliver deck. And the proxies are cute. I mean, I sleeve up my proxies just like other things, and they are just cute little dudes. Why not? The one reason I like these kind of proxies is they are fun. It's easier for me to get like my wife to play or people to play sometimes when it's cute proxies. I have proxy decks very similar to this. Like this is an Edgar deck because I have an Edgar deck. This is a proxy Edgar deck. Sometimes I play against people and they want to play an Edgar deck and try it out. So I'm like, dude, try this one out. The artwork on it, I think, is pretty cool and sick. I struggle with proxies like this, though, and the reason I struggle with proxies, I think, is just because I've played for so long, is you notice how the mana symbols are? I struggle with those mana symbols. The one problem, though, that you run into with proxy decks like this, though, is look at still the deck list if you can, because a lot of times these are massively overpowered. And I mean that, like massively. Like you're talking, these all have dual lands in them. They'll have Mox, what is it? The Mox, Chrome Mox in it. They'll usually have Mox Diamond in it, Lotus Petal in it. I mean, you're literally playing almost a CDH deck. They're going to have all the tutors, bracket 4 CDH almost style deck, which now these proxy decks aren't fun to play because when you're going, like, I don't care about people playing proxies, but I care about bracket to bracket. So if we're all playing bracket 3, and you bring a proxy deck like this in, that's truly almost a CEDH deck with all game changers and stuff in it, you're gonna whoop our ass. So being honest and open about what's in this deck, and sometimes when you do buy these, they're so overly powered that you don't realize it, and it actually isn't any fun. A lot of times go through these decks and power them down per se if you want to have fun with the proxy decks. But I will say it's definitely something to keep an eye out for when you are buying proxy decks. The other kind of proxy decks out there that I love are like this, Goblin Storm. This artwork was so sick. And let's face it, it sold out right away. A lot of people didn't get this deck. And so you can buy like this proxy deck here, which is identical to the deck and the identical artwork too. These proxy decks, I think, are definitely worth it. And the main reason I think they're worth it is because, one, I recognize that land symbol. So it's easier for me to play. I recognize, I relate to it. I can play this deck without having to almost like double guess myself. The artwork I think is great, and it's a fun deck to play, and they're not overpowered decks, if that makes sense. So when it does come to actually buying, there's a lot of proxy precons out there. So when it comes to buying proxy precons, I think a big key is to actually really look at that deck list. Sometimes, and I found it's easier just to do a deck yourself and add proxies to it than it is to just buy a proxy precon. Because one of the things that gives proxies the worst names is this. There's a big community out there, just like me. I like to call us kitchen table Magic players. We're not trying to do tournament styles. I don't care what somebody's playing, as long as our brackets are the same. As long as you're not pub stomping me and our brackets are online, that's all I care about. Whether I know how to play a bracket 4 deck against a bracket 4 deck is on me. That's not on the decks themselves. That makes sense? But the other key is that when it comes to using proxies, I want to save my money because a lot of times the cards are expensive. So when it comes to buying proxies, my biggest thing is people who truly hate them. I mean, LGSs don't like them because, yes, people who invest in cards and these are their investments don't like proxies because it can hurt their investments. Whenever it comes to buying proxies or expensive cards, even, know what you're buying. Take your time. The biggest thing is if the deal seems too good to be true, it probably is. All right, just keep that in mind when buying cards. And so ultimately, I think proxies are a fun way to keep this affordable, a fun way to get into Magic, a fun way to find out if you want to upgrade cards. I will say this, proxies have led me to going and hunting down certain singles for decks that I've wanted. I mean, that's one of the cool things about proxies. Proxies have brought and made me aware of certain cards where I'm like, God, I forgot about this card. And I went and hunted down the card so I could add it to my deck. It's a placeholder in a sense. So again, when it comes to it, find what works for you. I'm a big fan of proxy decks, but I will say the ones that I find the most fun are the ones that are an actual deck that's playable, that's not overpowered. And I'd love to know your experience. Hit the like and follow button. Comment down below if you like content like this. I do share a lot of all sorts of areas about Magic the Gathering. And I think that's kind of what it's about. I think it's about just keeping it fun, keeping it friendly, just having fun with it. So I'd love to know your experience. Keep it cheap, keep it fun, have fun, stay sober.